Tired of struggling with underpowered chainsaws that just can't handle tough jobs or keep stalling when you need them most? After testing dozens of models, we've selected the 5 chainsaws that truly excel in power, reliability, and safety features. From lightweight models perfect for yard work to professional-grade powerhouses that can tackle the biggest trees. Each chainsaw you'll see has unique features that could be exactly what you need. So, I recommend watching the complete list. You'll find all the links with the best updated prices in the description. Let's begin. Coming in at this spot, we have the CRAFTSMAN 16-inch, 12-amp chainsaw. I've been testing this one for a while, and if you're tired of dealing with gas-powered chainsaws, this electric model might catch your attention. The 12-amp motor really delivers when you need it to, and I found it particularly useful for regular yard work and cleaning up after storms. What impressed me during testing was how it handles branches up to 6 inches thick, pretty much what you'd expect from a gas chainsaw. Let's talk safety, because that's probably on your mind. The low kickback design definitely helps you feel more in control while using it. I remember being nervous about using chainsaws when I first started, so this feature is a real plus. Something I really appreciate is the tool-free chain tensioning. It's just so much more convenient than having to dig around for tools every time you need to make an adjustment. Now, I should mention a few things that bugged me during testing. The chainsaw does go through chain oil pretty quickly, and it can get messy. Yes, the auto-oiling system keeps everything running smooth, but you'll find yourself refilling more often than you might expect. Also, I noticed the chain takes a few seconds to stop after letting go of the trigger. Not a deal breaker, but something to keep in mind if you're safety conscious. What really makes this saw stand out is how easy it is to handle. I've let several people try it out, including left-handed users, and they all mentioned how comfortable it feels. If you live in a neighborhood where noise is an issue, you'll appreciate how quiet it runs compared to gas models. For the price, it can handle most jobs you'd typically need to call a professional for. Bottom line, the CRAFTSMAN 16-inch works well for both beginners and experienced users. It's got enough power for most home jobs, good safety features, and it's pretty straightforward to use. You'll find the current price and all the specs in the description below. Let's dive into the Tietoc Mini 6-inch electric chainsaw. After using it for several weeks, I must say, it's quite remarkable for its size. Unlike traditional chainsaws that can be cumbersome, this one is refreshingly easy to manage. Weighing only 3.3 pounds, it's ideal for those with joint discomfort or anyone who prefers not to carry a heavy tool for extended periods. The power it delivers is surprisingly robust. Its 880-watt motor efficiently tackles 6-inch branches without any trouble. Initially, I had my doubts, but it performs admirably. A feature I particularly appreciate is the automatic chain lubrication system. Just add standard motor oil, and you're set. It eliminates the hassle of complex upkeep. A noteworthy aspect is its dual 2,000 mAh batteries. While working around my yard, I found it convenient not to have to rush back to the charger frequently. You can simply switch batteries and continue your task, which is incredibly handy when you're in the middle of a project. Safety hasn't been overlooked either. The security lock functions effectively, and the anti-slip handle provides a secure grip during use. However, there are a couple of minor drawbacks. Adjusting the chain tension can be a bit tricky, requiring more frequent adjustments than one might prefer. Additionally, if you're considering long-term use, sourcing replacement parts might not be straightforward. For the price, this mini chainsaw is a solid choice, especially for lighter yard tasks and pruning. It's not without its flaws, but it accomplishes the job without the complications of a full-sized chainsaw. Check out the link in the description for the latest price and further details. Next up, let's explore the CRAFTSMAN Cordless 12-inch chainsaw, a tool that's been generating quite a buzz recently. If you're fed up with the hassle of maintaining gas chainsaws, this could be the solution you've been searching for. So, what sets this chainsaw apart? For starters, it's entirely cordless, which is a significant advantage. Say goodbye to mixing fuel or wrestling with extension cords. The V20 battery system is impressive, featuring a 4-ampere-hour battery that provides ample runtime for most yard tasks. I've put it to the test on several 12-inch logs, and it performs admirably. The 12-inch bar strikes a perfect balance for most home projects. It's ideal for maneuvering in tight spots, or when precision trimming is required. Its lightweight design is a real asset, allowing you to work longer without feeling fatigued. Plus, the tool-free chain tensioning is genuinely practical, not just a gimmick. However, let's be honest, it's not without its flaws. I've noticed some oil leakage issues, and user reviews suggest I'm not alone. This seems to occur mainly when the oil reservoir is overfilled, so keep that in mind. Additionally, if you're planning to tackle large trees regularly, you might want to consider a more powerful option. This chainsaw is more suited for medium-duty tasks. One feature I particularly appreciate is the automatic oiling system, which simplifies maintenance while you're working. The bubble level is also quite handy, especially when aiming for straight cuts. While these features aren't revolutionary, they do enhance usability and convenience. For the price, you're getting a reliable piece of equipment that can handle most yard work with ease. If you're interested in learning more, I've included links and current pricing in the description below. Let's take a closer look at the Sun Joe Electric Chainsaw, a 14-inch model that stands out for those who want to avoid the hassles of gas-powered chainsaws. If you've ever dreaded the thought of lugging around a heavy gas chainsaw for yard work, this electric version might be just what you need. The first thing you'll likely notice is its lightweight design, making it incredibly easy to handle. Having tested numerous chainsaws, I can say this one is particularly user-friendly, especially for those who aren't accustomed to heftier power tools. Its 9-amp motor is surprisingly powerful, capable of cutting through branches up to 6 inches thick, which is quite impressive for an electric chainsaw. I've put it through some challenging tasks, and it performs admirably. Safety is a priority with this model. The safety switch functions effectively, and the automatic oiler ensures smooth operation. However, checking the oil level can be somewhat challenging due to the less than clear window. One thing to keep in mind is that the chain tends to dull a bit quicker than I'd prefer. It's not a major issue, but if you plan on frequent use, it's something to consider. The chain tensioning system could also be more intuitive. It's not bad, but there's room for improvement. Being a corded model means you'll need to stay near a power source, which could be a limitation for some. However, for most household yard work, this isn't a significant drawback. Plus, you won't have to deal with the gas, fumes, or ongoing maintenance that comes with gas chainsaws. In terms of cost, this chainsaw offers good value. It's a dependable choice for regular home use without breaking the bank. If you're interested in learning more about the current pricing, check out the details in the description below. Taking this position is the Worx electric 10-inch pole saw, and I must admit the design is quite ingenious. Ever find yourself needing to alternate between reaching high branches and standard cutting tasks? This tool seamlessly transitions from a pole saw to a regular chainsaw with just a few adjustments. The 8-amp motor consistently provides power, which I observed while using it on both smaller branches and thicker wood. What stood out to me during testing was its lightweight nature. Weighing in at around 10 pounds, it's quite manageable for most users. However, when fully extended, the weight becomes more noticeable, and my arms did feel the strain after tackling higher branches for a while. The automatic chain, lubrication, and tensioning system are thoughtful additions that simplify upkeep. That said, I did have to manually tweak the tension a couple of times during testing. Not a major issue, but something to be aware of. A minor inconvenience is that you'll need to purchase chain oil separately. Additionally, I encountered a slight problem where not all extension cords fit the power connector perfectly. These aren't deal breakers, but certainly worth noting before making a purchase. One aspect I truly appreciate about this saw is its quiet operation. If you're accustomed to the noise of gas-powered tools, you'll notice the difference immediately. I even tested it early one morning without disturbing the neighbors. Plus, assembly is straightforward. It took me about 15 minutes from unboxing to first use. For its price, the Worx Electric is a solid performer. While not flawless, it handles most yard tasks effectively, and the dual functionality of having both a pole saw and a chainsaw in one tool is quite beneficial for routine home maintenance. For more information on pricing and additional details, check out the link in the description below.